Hello, listener, and welcome back in Micro Mayhem. Today, I would like to talk about central nervous system. It's another chapter in EPIC text, continuous to monitor, my friends. So today, as I said, I will start with central nervous system infection. Encompasses diverse group of condition, including meningitis, encephalitis, and encephalitis, brain abscess, prion disease. This infection vary in etiology, transmission risk, and clinical severity. For infection preventionists, understanding the diagnostic pathways, transmission of dynamics, and control measure is essential not only for patient safety but also for public health response and regulatory compliance. So in the first slide also I will talk about acute bacterial meningitis. Bacterial meningitis is a medical emergency requiring rapid diagnosis and intervention. Common pathogens include Streptococcus pneumonia, Neisseria meningitis, Haemophilus influenzae, and Listeria monocytogenes. So, diagnosis relies on cerebrospinal fluid analysis, where elevated opening pressure, neutrophilic also will be high, and low glucose and positive gram strain are key indicators. So empiric antibiotic therapy must be initial promptly, often before imagining or a lumbar puncture test, especially in patients with altered mental status or signs of increased intracranial pressure. So, in the third slide, I will talk about infection prevention, amplification in meningitis. From an infection perspective, distinguish bacterial from viral meningitis is critical. Bacterial causes particular meningococcal and HIP require droplet blockation mandatory. Okay, the droplet blockation is mandatory. Public health reporting and chemo prophylaxis for defined close contact. CBIC candidate must be able to know the exposure risk and interpretation CSF findings and coordinate timely with prophylaxis. And most healthcare personnel are not considered close contact if proper PPE was used. Okay, so then I will talk about the vaccination and prevention. Vaccination has dramatically reduced the incidence of CNS infection. The HIP conjugated vaccine nearly eliminated HIP meningitis in children. Pneumococcal vaccines, which is a PCV13 and PPSV23, are essential for infants, older adults, and immunocompromised populations. Meningococcal conjugated vaccine, which MCV4 and serogroup B vaccines are recommended for adolescents, college students, and high-risk group. CBIC candidates should know this also. Also, I will talk about CSF and shunt infections. CSF shunt infection present diagnostic and management challenge. Skin flora, especially coagulase negative staphylococcus, are commonly pathogen. Risk factors include interventricular hemorrhage and cranial fractures. Diagnosis requires sterile CSF, as I mentioned, sampling from the shunt reservoir with gram strain, culture, and differential cell count. So management include device removal, external drainage, and targeted perinatal antibiotic or parenteral antibiotic. Emerging evidence support pre-operative and prophylaxis and antibiotic impregnated catheter. It's important to know that we are using impregnated catheter. Also, I will talk about aseptic and viral meningitis. Aseptic meningitis, often viral in origin, it's typically self-limited. The patient could be healthy by him or his self. and does not require transmission-based propagation or prophylaxis. Enterovirus are the most common causes, with seasonal peaks in summer and early fall. CBIC candidates should be able to differentiate viral and bacterial meningitis based on, as I mentioned, based on CSF finding. So also I will talk about encephalitis, involve inflammation of brain parenchyma and present of an altered consciousness, seizures, and focal neurological defects. Herpes simplex virus is a treatable cause and should be prioritized in differential diagnosis. PCR test of CSF is essential. Arbovirus also, such as West Nile virus, require public health surveillance but have no specific treatment. So also I will talk about brain abscess and epidural infection. Brain abscess often result from contagious infection like sinusitis and otitis media. They are typically polymicrobial and require both surgical and antimicrobial intervention. Epidural abscess, spinal or intracranial, may arise from hematogenous spread or neurosurgical process. Diagnosis is often delayed due to non-specific symptoms. Okay, also I will talk about prion disease, as I mentioned on other episode for prion disease in general. And it is sterilization challenge. So prion disease, such as Jacob disease, unique infection control challenge. Prion resist conventional sterilization and require extreme measures such as autoclaving at 134 degrees centigrade with sodium hydroxide. Disposable instruments are preferred for suspected cases. Okay, and also it's cause many issue for CNS patient. So at the summary, CNS infection demand and multidisciplinary approach. Infection prevention must be efficient in recognizing transmission risk, implementation appropriate precautions, coordinating prophylaxis, and supporting public health surveillance for CBIC candidate. So in the last, I would thank full my friend, and I will put on also some recalls from CBIC in the comment. Thank you for listening, and wait for me for next time. Thank you.